Coming to you from Tulsa, Oklahoma at Lucy Red Energy Drink Stadium. Week 7 of SFL action this Saturday kicks off with Alamo City taking on the Tulsa Desperados. Hello everybody, Ethan Muslin and my partner Rochelle Colston here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Pardon me. As we are about to kick this game underway, first time that these two teams have faced off in their current setups. The last time Tulsa faced Alamo City, they were the Lone Star Glory back in season 15, and that was with Alamo City winning it out 27-17. That was nearly 3 years ago that these two teams have faced off, and now they're going to take on each other in a refreshing rivalry. Rochelle, Tulsa just getting off the schneid a couple weeks ago. They beat Mexico City in a close one. They're hoping to get back into the winning ways, especially with a tough Central Division. What do you think is going to be the keys for Tulsa to win this game today?
For Tulsa to win, they need to contain Brad Jones and put pressure on Ace Finnick.
I think that's the right thing to do, especially because those two are probably the best players on the Alamo City artillery. Finnick, he's already eclipsed 1,100 yards passing. Brad Jones, 4th in the league in rushing with 879 yards. So that is the top two threats that they're going to have to look at. Plus, I think there's another thing you might want to look at is on the line for Alamo City. Stephen Fellows II and Tina Begin are both in the top 10 in sacks. Kick underway here, and here we go. Tulsa to get the ball first. They'll take it from the 1-yard line. Run up the middle. Oh, and a nice attempt to try to force the push from Ian Francis, but he'll put the ball up to the Tulsa 26. This will bring up JQ to lead his Desperado offense for the first time today. So far, JQ this season, 69 of 116 for 897 yards. Not that far away from the 1,000 mark for the season. 3 wide receivers to start things off. Q is going to go for the throw. Has time to get it away. Has the man up the middle, and it's caught by Gabriel Manning. Great catch there to bring it up to the first down marker.
Hey, Gabriel Manning is definitely a threat out there. He's the number 1 wide receiver for the team. That's his 30th reception on the season. Reception
number 30, and prior to that catch, he was at 453 yards, 4 touchdowns for the season, makes him 3rd in the league as they bring it up to the 45-yard line on a 19-yard pass. You're going to hand it off here, and Brad Jones trying to break through, got caught in traffic, and he ends up getting brought down by Rain Rie for very little gain. Let's introduce the rest of this artillery offense. Excuse me, the Tulsa Desperado offense. That's the one we're looking for. JQ's the quarterback. Douglas Brown, the running back. Scott Powell alongside him as well. Lars Bazar, fullback. Sanzo Robinson, Ian Francis, DJ Hume, and Gabriel Manning are your wide receivers. DJ Bandit and Marquise Sango are your tight ends. Phoebe Collins on the line at guard. Q to pitch out right. There's Douglas Brown trying to get away, and he will. He'll get another 4 yards. They're going to set up a 3rd and medium right at the midfield stripe.
Yeah, Tulsa needs to get Douglas Brown more production. He's only averaging like 66 yards per game.
Yeah, not a lot to work with there. They're going to have to really keep him moving. So far, yeah, not much yards. Q on the middle pass, going to get it to Manning again. Down to the 38-yard line. A nice gain of 12 to move the chains.
Hey, Gabriel Manning just keeps running a great route in the middle of the field. I mean, the defenders are there, but he just finds himself wide open.
Yeah, and cut through those 2 defenders and gets right into the open field. And actually, that's closer to about a 17-yard gain. So they are closer to the 33-yard line of Alamo City. Great opening drive so far for the Desperados. Be 1st and 10 with an offset eye. Q to throw up the middle. Has another man. It's Bandit for the tight end. Gets it down inside the Alamo City red zone.
Wow, and Tulsa just moving the ball at will right here in their opening drive.
And take another look here, right down the middle. Had the open man, just made sure that ball just got right in front of Bandit. Gets it right now inside the red zone, now inside the 17-yard line. Great opening drive here from the Desperados. Let's see if they hold up. Split back set, 1st and 10. Key from under center, going to face a nickel defense. Letting that run a little bit. Douglas Brown got caught in a little bit of traffic, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss. There's a good run there from the Alamo City defense. Let's introduce that defense while we can. Stephen Fellows II, Theodore Rocker, Yogi Barr, and Tina Begin and Robert Thump make up the line. Jay Mart, Bogey Barr, and Rob Foraker are your linebackers. Jukin Rukin Jr., Jeff Spicoli, Ron Huff, Mickey McGuire are the corners. Rain Rie, Willie Bands, Albert Begin, and Cody Lawrence are your safeties, and that play intended for Bandit is broken up in the end zone. Going to bring up 3rd down and 11.
A great play by Rain Rie, number 21, with a pass deflection there, keeping Tulsa out of the end zone.
That was a bit of a bang play. It might have been a little on the closer end to possibly being drawn a flag, but he got there just close enough to break up the play and not get the hanky on that field. 3rd and 11, 4 wide receivers for JQ. He'll go in the deep drop. Has time to throw. Gets it away. Go! And Manning had the catch, but it was broken up. Broken up on the defense by Ron Hoff. Gets away with what could have been a touchdown, but now it'll be Brooke Brown to kick the field goal from 34 out.
Yeah, Ron Hoff, read the play right away. Made a big hit right when the receiver tried to catch the ball, and forces a field goal here, which is a win for Alamo City.
Absolutely. Great hold on the defense inside their own end as the kick is up and good. That'll cap off the 9-play, 3-minute drive. Makes it a 3-0 ball game in favor of Tulsa. Alamo City has yet to get on the field on offense, so we'll see how their opening drive will fare. Great kick there, right down the middle. This will be Alamo City's first time with the ball today. Brooke Brown will now set up for the kick. And here we go. Alamo City to take it from their own 2. It's going to be run up the middle by Hank Earl Troll. And he'll set up to the Alamo City 27-yard line. Nice run there from the starting tight end for Alamo City.
Now, ACA runs a very balanced offense. They average 155 rushing yards per game and 144 receiving yards per game. So they're very, very balanced.
They really are. And looking at the overall totals from Ace Fennick and Brad Jones, Fennick has 200 or some odd yards more than Jones through the air, but it's still a very balanced attack. We'll see Ace and Brad, both of them getting a lot of love respectively. Twins to the right for 1st down. Ace going to roll out to his left, trying to get away to a receiver. Has a man and a penalty marker down. That pass intended for Yayo Montana. And I think that'll be our pass interference.
Definitely our pass interference. And Yayo Montana is the number 1 wide receiver on this team. So look for him to be out there often.
Cameron Shaw, the guilty party here, and yeah, that was so clear. Even a
wow,
big league official could see that pass interference call.
If I can see it, it's bad.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, my friend. So that'll give a 1st down up to the Alamo City 45. Yeah, Cameron Shaw, unfortunately, just a little too close to the action on that play. Ace Fennick with 3 wide and a split back set. He'll roll out a little bit to his right. Looking for a receiver. Have to check it down. And Brad Jones getting the catch only for a gain of 1. Let's introduce the rest of this Alamo City offense. We talked about Ace Fennick, Brad Jones on that play. Thick and Juicy is the other halfback in the backfield, along with Rain Storm, the fullback. Kendra Wells, Kenny Hendricks, Ziggy Ronick, Yayo Montana, and Deuce Fennick are the wide receivers. Tight ends are Garrison Blue and Hank Earl Troll. Full line on the line of scrimmage. Jamarcus Candy, David Parker are your tackles. William Davis and Charles Michael are your guards. Jukin Rukin Sr. the center. And that is a beautiful pass to Montana, who's going to run down the sideline and score! Touchdown, Alamo City!
Wow, yeah, Montana got behind the defense there. And when he's wide open, Ace Vic does a great job of getting the ball to him. I mean, number 25 made a play on the ball he just missed.
Yeah, that was Marco Swift just trying to cut into the route and get the ball. Unfortunately, it left Montana wide open on the outside, and he just coasted his way in for the score. Great play there. 55-yard touchdown pass for the man formerly known as Greg Soto, as the kick is up and good. That'll make it a 7-3 ball game with 6:11 to go here in the first quarter. If you are new to the Simulation Football League, welcome aboard. The SFL is football for everyone. Get off the sideline and start your player today by joining our Discord server at simulationfl.net. Click the Join the Community button and begin your career, or just meet and greet the stars of the SFL on and off the field. It is never too late to get involved. Manning going to take that kick returned close to the 25. They'll mark him down at the 24.
Well, ACA wasted no time scoring there. That scoring drive was 75 yards in less than a minute. Time of possession there.
Yeah, that was a very quick drive from Alamo City, and kind of what you're not wanting to see if you're Tulsa. You don't want to see them scoring quickly because it's going to probably put you behind the 8 ball in the long run. Q putting Manning into motion over to the right side. He'll go into the right slot. 3 wide receivers on a split back set here on this first play of the next drive. Q to roll out to his left. Has a man open, penalty marker down, but the catch is made by Sonzo Robinson. I think they might take the yards here and decline the penalty.
I think so too. I mean, that's a lot of PI so far in this game.
Second penalty of the game so far, but they will take the penalty and take the automatic first down. And it's a couple of yards difference. I kind of don't blame them on that one.
Definitely.
Brings it up to the 32-yard line for 1st and 10. Q going to hand it off, and it's going to be a push to the left side for Brown, who's going to get right to about the 40. No, they're going to say he crossed the plane, but it'll be a first down once again.
I think that's kind of a bad spot. I think he gave him that first down. I think he was like short of yard, if you ask me. But
I think he might have gotten that. He was in the air before he went when he crossed that line to gain. So I think that was a good spot. Nice awareness there from the side judge to push it ahead to the 42. Offset eye for first down. Handoff up to the left side for Brown, and he'll get about 5. Bring up 2nd down and 5.
I do like that Tulsa here is now developing their run game. It's looking pretty good.
Yeah, it's been a really good run game so far. Brown so far, 5 attempts for 19. Haven't heard a lot from the Alamo City offense, but then again, we haven't really had to so far.
No, 3 plays and a touchdown. I mean, come on.
Douglas Brown goes to the right side this time. He'll get right to the midfield line. They'll set up 3rd down and short.
Now, if you're Tulsa here, do you open up your playbook? Do you throw the ball down the field, or do you run Brown up the middle one more time?
It's pretty much an open opportunity. You can go either way here. But let's see. They go for the I formation. They will go for the run here up the middle, and Douglas Brown trying to get away to the right side. He'll get it up for the first down. It gets to the 40 and steps out of bounds around the 39-yard line for a gain of 11.
Nice play call there. Nice way of Douglas Brown to get to the outside and pick up the extra yardage there.
And see Brown decided to cut back and come around rather than try to go straight ahead. That might have been the key there to force the defense to take the bait and come in to get him. Now inside Alamo City territory. 1st and 10 from just outside the 38-yard line. I formation, twins to the right side. Q to throw. As a man down to the left side, it will be completed to Marquise Sango, who will get about 6 on that play.
Yeah, Tulsa once again is just rolling the ball down the field.
Yeah, so far JQ 4 for 6 on the day for 56. Now 5 for 7 with 62 after that 6-yarder to Sango. Heavy eye here. They're going to hand off to Brown on the left side. He'll push ahead. I think he might just got enough for the first down on his forward progress to move the chains. They'll put him right at the 29.
Just when I say, Brown wasn't getting that many yards per game, he's doing a good job here tonight.
Yeah, he's already averaging 5 yards per game. Currently doing pretty well for himself so far. Offset eye with twins to the left. You can see Bandit there set up on the right side. You roll to his left. Has some pressure coming. We'll check it down. And Douglas Brown will get out of bounds around to the 20-yard line. Good gain of 8. Nice awareness from Q to just throw it down to an open Brown right in front of him.
And definitely great quarterback awareness tonight. Not making any dangerous passes so far. Look out for Manning.
Yeah, you see Manning there on the right side. He's all by himself. With the offset eye, they'll go for the handoff to Brown, but he's caught in traffic in the backfield, and Stephen Fellows II is there to bring him down. It'll be a loss of 1. We're going to set up 3rd down and 3.
Great penetration there by the defensive line, getting to that backfield in a hurry.
Going to bring up 3rd down, 3 from the 22. They need to get almost to, it's about a long 3. It's almost a 3rd and 4. Q to throw up the middle. Oh, overthrew his target there. It's incomplete. Not sure who that was intended for, but Rie was there on the coverage.
And once again, the ACA defense staying strong in the red zone, forcing another field goal by Tulsa.
Yeah, this one will be a 39-yard attempt, so it'll be a little bit longer than the last one by about 5 yards or so. Brooke Brown going from near the right hash. Good snap, good hold. It's on its way, and it is good. That'll make it 7-6, Alamo City with 2:19 to go here in the first quarter. For all the league highlights, photo galleries, major and minor league stats and leaderboards, community content, and so much more, check out the league's website at simulationfl.net, presented by Football Shift. Stay up to date and explore our past, present, and future. I know there was a recent article on the website about the new Albuquerque Adams look. I gotta tell you, that definitely looks intimidating. Can't wait to see that. Can't wait to see that new look Adams take the field for the minor league, as Troll will take the knee for the touchback to bring Alamo City up to their own 20.
Under Alamo City here, I think you need to slow down your game a little bit, slow down your offense, eat some clock.
Yeah, they definitely should try to at least attempt to at least kill a little bit of time. Their last drive took about a minute. They should probably take a little longer than that at least. Garrison Blue rolling in motion over to the left side. This is going to be a run for Brad Jones, who will go nowhere on that play.
Well, you need to keep your defense off the field. I mean, while Tulsa's having these long drives, you're having a 3-play drive and you're scoring, your defense is going to get tired eventually.
You're not wrong there, and that's going to eventually lead to Tulsa managing to come back and enter this game. A little run there up the middle for Brad Jones goes nowhere. Let's quickly introduce the Tulsa Desperado defense. On the line, Chris Andrews, Berto DeMora, Mike Mello, and James Swift. Your linebackers are David Ware, Philadelphia Collins, and Tony Roberto. Corners are Nate Haslip, Nano Matthews, formerly in Queen City, Jay Rock, and Cameron Shaw. Your safeties are Travis Arthur and Marco Swift. Less than 90 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 3rd down for Ace Fennick. Has time to go look for a pass. Has to get it away at some point. He'll check it down to Jones. And it'll be only about a yard or so that'll force Alamo City to punt.
Give Tulsa secondary the credit here. All the receivers were covered. He forced a dump out. Now you're forcing a 3-and-out from Alamo City.
Not often you see that happen with a 5-0 squad, but yeah, 3-and-out for Alamo City. They'll have to punt it away. Understanding from his own 10, they'll get it away. Kick will be returned on about the 33, trying to get a couple of yards out of it. And Kendra Wells will get it to the 36-yard line. So good hold there from the Tulsa defense. And, this is kind of what you were talking about. Now the Alamo City defense has to come back out on the field after a couple of quick plays.
Right, so I mean, Alamo City's only ran 7 plays so far tonight.
There we go. 1st and 10 from Tulsa's 36. Offset eye with 2 wide receivers. You see Bandit there, the tight end set. He'll go in motion out to the right side. 5 on the play clock. They'll take the snap. Brown going to roll out to his left. Gets room to run at the 40. Shakes a tackle. Gets to the 45 for a first down and out of bounds at the midfield stripe. And
so far, I'm seeing from Brown what I thought, I see from Brad Jones.
Yeah, you kind of saw there. He got contacted around the 40, kept moving, and managed to turn it into 10 yards after contact. And now they're just outside midfield. 1st and 10 from the 49. I formation, twins to the left. Looks like a bear package set up for Alamo City. They will go for the handoff on the draw. Brown will be caught in the backfield and brought down by Rob Foraker for a loss of 1.
And that time ACA had almost everybody in that box. They were looking for the run and get the TFL.
Yeah, that was great awareness from the Alamo City defense to just really bear down on that line of scrimmage. That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's a good one so far here at Lucy Red Stadium. Alamo City has the lead 7-6. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music here on YouTube.
That was a quick first quarter.
Yeah, good fast first quarter. Love to see it. So we are about to get quarter number 2 underway here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. 2nd down and long for Q. On the delay handoff for Douglas Brown. He'll shake one tackle, but gets immediately hit by Jay Mart and turns it into a gain of 7. So now another 3rd and manageable, now on your opposing side of the field.
And right now, Douglas Brown's averaging 5.1 yards per carry. I just keep giving him the rock.
Yeah, I think it's more than likely he'll get the first down. That's just law of averages here. But Q going to go for the throw. As a man to the left side. Oh, it's off in the hands of Gabriel Manning. Oh, your top receiver and Hall of Famer couldn't haul it in.
Wow, you don't see that very often. And now ACA forces, a punt from Tulsa here.
Oh, that is a great break for Alamo City, because that should have been a catch. That should have been an easy first down. But instead, Desperados have to punt it away. They'll try to go for a coffin kick. It'll be fielded at about the 15. Pushed up the middle to the 20. Nice return to the 23-yard line for an 8-yard return by Deuce Fennick doing the punt return duties today. Alamo City in profitable position.
A lot of Phoenix on this team.
Lot of Phoenix, but you gotta give credit to them. They are responsible for being one of the better pairings in this league. Ace Fennick to set up from their own 23-yard line. Last couple of drives, they had that touchdown. They had the 3 and out, so hopefully a little more profitable on the former than the latter. Montana going in motion over to the right side on the split back set. Blitz coming here. Ace is going to throw it out, and it's incomplete. It was intended for Montana, but that coverage he had to force the throw a little bit early.
Yeah, great defensive pressure there, making Fennick very uncomfortable in the pocket, making him get rid of the ball and just making a very quick throw that wasn't on target.
2nd and 10 after the incompletion. That's Fennick's first incompletion of the game so far today. He's going to roll out to his right. Has time to throw it out. Oh, and it's intercepted! Picked off by Philadelphia Collins. He's over to the 20, down to the 15, to the 10, the 5, and out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
Wow. Big
What
outside
a catch there
linebacker.
for the linebacker. I'm going to take another look at this. Yeah, he just stepped right into the route for Montana and got a couple of great blocks. And I think if he had a little more speed, he would have been able to push himself into the end zone.
That's a big man rumbling down the field there.
Yeah, 6'3", 240 pounds, a good-sized linebacker. Oh, but ends up falling about 10 feet short. But look at this opportunity for Tulsa. 1st and goal from their own 3.
I mean, Ace Fiddick, only has like 5 interceptions coming into this game. Now he has 6. But, makes very few
the
mistakes.
roller was right. Gonna have a man out there. It's caught on the one play. DJ Bandit, touchdown, Tulsa. Woo!
What a play. I mean, right over the defender's hands. Great, perfect throw where only his receiver could catch it. And Tulsa takes the lead here for the first time today.
Yeah, one play, 3 yards to DJ Bandit. Hashtag throw it to the tight end. And that's why you do it. It ends up going into the end zone for the score. Extra point is up and good from Brooke Brown. That'll make it 13-7 with 9:07 to go here in the second quarter. If you are liking the game so far, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There is no one else that gives you more football. Don't miss a minute of SFL or SFLM action and help the channel grow through your support. Kick can be taken just inside the goal line. They'll bring it out to the 25. Great run up the middle there from Deuce Fennick. Set him up at the 27-yard line. Good profitable run there.
And AC needs to settle down, get into their own rhythm now, start running the ball and passing the ball, and make smart throws by Fennick. But great job by Tulsa putting pressure on Fennick, making him uncomfortable back there.
Yeah, absolutely. Just make him a little riled up, and you're absolutely right on what they got to do. They just got to forget about it, get back to work, and pretend like it never even happened, and everything will be just fine. 2 receivers and 2 split backs here for 1st and 10. And they're going to put Brad Jones in motion into the slot on the left. And it'll be a 5-man rush. Pass up the middle will be completed to Garrison Blue. It'll be about 9.5 or so on that play. That's the first catch of the day so far for Blue.
Yep, hashtag throw it to the tight end. Pick it up, great pickup there, great route.
2nd down, and that's got to be a 2nd down and a postage stamp at this point. And off to the right side, Brad Jones, plenty of room to run. Shakes one tackle, gets to midfield, goes down to the 42-yard line before he is brought out of bounds by David Ware. What a great job from Jones to just keep pushing after contact. Turns it into about 15 yards.
Yeah, ACA needed that from the running back here. Look at that block there by number 86 to break Jones free on the sideline.
Yeah, great run there. Gets to the 42-yard line for a 1st down. That run officially going for 22 yards on the play. Ace will have 3 wide receivers on the split back. They are taking on a nickel defense. And you see Philadelphia Collins pointing something out there as Jones tried to push his way through traffic, but ends up being denied on the play by a Yodel to bring up 2nd and 10 for no gain.
But yeah, clogged up there behind his own offensive line.
Yeah, the offensive line, and credit to the defensive line there for pushing him in front of him, to deny that open lane. Ziggy Ronick going in motion. Philadelphia showing blitz. Might be a linebacker blitz here. Might be looking for 6th on the rush. They'll only rush 5. Deuce in trouble. He'll get it away, and it's tipped away. Incomplete. David Ware knocked it up in the air. As you saw Philadelphia Collins pushing up on that blitz. Nearly got to Ace.
I think all Ace saw was a big teal color coming at him. he was forced to throw the ball early and almost threw another interception.
Yeah, that was nearly another pick thanks to that pressure from the defense. They're down in 10. 4 wide receivers for Ace. He'll step back. Has time to throw it. Needs to get it away soon. He'll get it. And has the man down the middle, but it's broken up and incomplete. Cameron Shaw with the breakup for that pass intended for Montana.
And Cameron Shaw had perfect timing there, hitting him as soon as he had his hands on the ball, making him drop it.
Great job from Cameron Shaw, making a little bit of redemption there after that pass interference call that ultimately finished up with that touchdown. This will be another punt for Alamo City. And they're going to try to coffin kick it over to the left side. It's going to be a fair called at the 15-yard line, and I don't blame them for trying to do that.
No, me either. Let's see what Tulsa does here. I mean, all the momentum's on Tulsa's side right now.
Yeah, everything is going Tulsa's way so far in this second quarter. Let's see if they can keep things moving. From their own 15-yard line, they'll start off with twins to the left in the eye. Looks like a standard 4-3 for Alamo City. And they'll hand it off up to the right side for Douglas Brown, but he gets met right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there for second down.
Hey, J. Mart was looking for that run all the way, was right there, made a great stop for no gain.
Yeah, great job there from the linebacking core, just sealing that lane, denying any access for Douglas Brown. Still hasn't stopped him, though. He's so far 14 of 66 so far today. Again, going to twins to the left. They're going to put a man in motion. That's DJ Hume going over to the right side. They're going to have a man in pursuit of Mickey McGuire. Cue to throw with the blitz coming. Has to get it away, but he cannot! Brought down by Robert Thump. And what a great set there for the former LA Lycan.
Yeah, from that time, ACA showed the blitz. The blitz came through, penetrated the backfield, and got the sack.
Ends up going down for a loss of 4. And for Robert Thump, that is a nice way to get yourself on the board on the defense. They're down in 4. Blitz coming again. They're going to fake the handoff. Q with time to throw. Needs to have an open man. Going to throw for the deep ball, and it's overhead and incomplete. Gabriel Manning was the intended target, but I don't think even Stretch Armstrong could jump that high to get it.
And too bad, because Gabriel Manning ran a great route and found himself wide open and behind the secondary. Just a bad throw.
Yeah, just a bit too much of a heave there on Q's side of the equation. Going to force a 3-and-out for Tulsa. Baker in the middle of his own end zone will have to punt it away. There goes the kick. It'll be taken right about at the 48 of Tulsa. So Alamo City going to get beautiful field position as Deuce will return it up to the 45.
Yeah, definitely great field position caused by that sack there. They get them pumped from their own end zone.
Ends up being credited down as a 35-yard punt after the return. So Deuce Fennick in enemy territory to start this next drive for Alamo City. In their last 3 drives, a punt, an interception, and a punt. They've got to do something here with this prime real estate. And off to Brad Jones. Will go up the middle, get about 5, and then a couple more yards after contact. He'll wrap it up for a gain of 9.
Yeah, great push by him after the play. He just kept turning his legs and carrying defenders with him. He carried up at 25 for a good 3 or 4 yards there.
You really did, and that's just a great second effort there from Brad Jones. As they're going to go into the I formation for 2nd and 1.
Look for Jones here again.
Yeah, looks like it will be Jones up the middle, and he is denied once again by Tony Roberto. Turns it into a 2-yard loss.
And this time Tulsa, had their linebackers stay home and fill in the gaps there.
Now 3rd down and 3. Alamo City under threat of another 3-and-out, and I think they'd be outside of field goal range here.
Yes, they will.
Hand off to Brad Jones. He will be denied again. Roberto again alongside David Ware, denying Brad Jones the first down. And that'll be another 3 and out for Alamo City.
Remember in the beginning of the game when I said you need to contain Douglas Brown if you wanted to win this game? And Tulsa's doing just that. No,
Yeah,
sorry.
Tulsa doing a great
Contain
job.
Brad Jones, sorry.
That's okay. We both switched them up, so that makes us even. This coffin kick going to go towards the left side, and it will be kicked out of bounds. Looks like it'll be around the 15. Yeah, they'll set it up around the 18-yard line. So unfortunate start here for Alamo City. They did score the touchdown in their opening drive, but after that, it hasn't been much out of them. Now Tulsa from their own 19. Q to throw up the middle, overthrew his target once again, and it's incomplete. Bandit there was the intended target.
JQ only completed 6 of 11 passes here. He keeps overthrowing his targets, and he has thrown an interception also. So
yeah, he hasn't thrown one so far today. So far, 6 for 12. But yeah, so far, he's gonna have to really start to. He's gonna have to lower the angle there a little bit on that throw. On the delay handoff, it'll be Douglas Brown pushing up the middle. He'll get about 2, and he is brought down by Albert Begin and Rain Rie. So it'll be 3rd down and 8.
If you're ACA, you have to force a punt here. You need to get the ball back in your offense's hands.
Yeah, especially you want to try to keep them as far inside their own territory as possible. Handoff, no, it'll be a fake.
Fake.
You to throw, has Gabriel Manning down at the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 20 and a first down.
And once again, Gabriel Manning running a great route, making a great catch. He's the number 1 wide receiver on the team for a reason. He's a weapon.
Absolutely. Pushes ahead, gets about 22, 23 yards to get that first down pass. Gets it right to the 45-yard line. Now 1st and 10 for Tulsa with 3 wide receivers. Nickel set for Alamo City. It'll be a pitch over to the right side for Douglas Brown. Just makes one man miss with the stiff arm and pushed out of bounds around the 47, 48 of Alamo City. And you see the blocks here. Look at that. Great blocking assignment there to number 72 of Tulsa. That's Van Doren just doing a great job holding that defense.
Yeah, and Douglas Brown is definitely a man on a mission tonight.
Yeah, absolutely right on that one. Douglas Brown so far is 15 to 65. Look at that, 38 yards after first contact. That's where half of his production has really come from, just after that first bit of contact.
And that means you're carrying defenders with you usually.
Yeah, and that's another run there up the middle will be good for the first down. Rob Foraker on the stop, but it will reset the downs for Tulsa as they continue to push into enemy territory.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with the Tulsa's offense tonight.
It's been a very balanced attack. Brown with 79 so far today. Q with 89, even with his completion percentage in the mid-50s. Push up the middle for Douglas Brown will be another 5-yard gain. Again, putting their attack at about even par.
I mean, when you're averaging 4.6 yards per carry, that's almost, carry the ball 3 times. That's guaranteed a first down almost every drive. I mean, I just keep using him.
Yeah, absolutely. You can absolutely do that, and you have great threats in the air as well. And got to vary it up. A blitz coming here for Brown, and he's going to get contacted at the line of scrimmage. They'll give him about a yard before Rie makes the stop. Excuse me, that's Albert Begin making the stop. They'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, Albert Begin coming in from a strong safety position to make the big tackle there.
3rd down and 4 will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Got 2 tight ends set in the offset eye. Q to hand it off. No, it's a fake. He'll roll out to his right. That's time to throw. Gets a man up the middle. It's incomplete. And again, he overthrows his target. It's going to bring up 4th down, and I think they might be outside field goal range again.
Yeah, I think so too. They'll be forced to punt once again.
Oof. Unfortunate break there for Unfortunate break there for Tulsa. They're going to have to be forced to punt. But another great hold there for the Alamo City defense inside their own territory. This punt on its way to the right side. Fair catch going to be called right at the 15. So Alamo City will have probably one play before they get to the 2-minute warning. So at the very least, they'll get a free timeout.
We'll get to see that, ACA's 2-minute offense for the first time tonight, and they have all 3 timeouts.
Yeah, they'll have a great opportunity to move down the field and try to take the lead if they can get themselves into the end zone. Split back set with 2 wide receivers here on first down from just outside the 15. It'll be a handoff up the middle. And it'll be good for about no gain. That'll take us over to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The Desperados lead it 13-7. Three wide receivers here for Alamo City. Throw here up the right side is knocked out and incomplete.
Number 41 there with a good pass deflection. Cameron Shaw coming up big there.
And that'll be 3rd down and 10 coming up.
Empty backfield.
Yeah, 4 wide receivers. It'll be Ace Fennick with the throw. He'll go for the quick pass up the middle. Has the completion over to Yo-Yo Montana. It'll be good for a first down right at the 30-yard line.
And again, we need a big play. You go to your number 1 wide receiver. You have to move the chains. Oh, great crossing route there.
Yeah, great job there up the middle just to keep things moving. And as you see so far, Montana 2 for 70 with that 55-yard touchdown. Run out to the left side. It'll be good for about a gain of 5.
And so far, Tulsa's doing a great job of containing Brown on these runs.
And they go into a quick offense here. Fennick to throw out to the left side.
No.
Has a man wide open. It's Ronick down to the 30, into the 25-yard line. And that's where Alamo City will take their first time out.
I think if Ziggy wouldn't have stumbled and fell down on his own there, he hit the whole field in front of him.
Alamo City trying to rush themselves down the field. Ace are going to try to go for the throw. Blitz is coming here. He'll get it away in time, and it's incomplete. That pass intended for Garrison Blue.
And Tulsa still putting the pressure on Fennick, making him very uncomfortable, making him throw the passes before he wants to.
Now down to about less than a minute to go from the 25. Fennick with 3 wide receivers on the split back set. And we're going to put a man in motion. That's Kendra Wells. She'll go over to the left side. 5 on the play clock. A little bit of block coverage there. Great job there for Ronick. He'll go to the 10, to the 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Alamo City!
Oh, wow. Which when you think, AC's having struggling on offense, Ziggy right there gets free somehow beyond the secondary. Number 41 just not playing close enough to him.
Yeah, absolutely. Great job there from the Alamo City offense to move down the field, and now they're an extra point away from taking the lead on that 25-yard touchdown pass to Roenick. And that will finish it out. The kick is on its way, and good there from Matt Fennick. It's the first time we've seen him in a while. So make it 14-13, Alamo City, with 56 seconds to go here in the quarter.
The funny thing is, once again, Alamo City scores with a little over a minute. Their both scoring drives lasted about 2.5 minutes total.
That'll be a knee taken by Gabriel Manning. He'll take the ball up to the 20-yard line. So Alamo City now with the lead with 54 seconds left on the clock. They'll take it over to the 20. See if they can try to get into field goal range here to cap off the first half. Twins over to the right side. Q going to hand it off to Douglas Brown. He'll get about a yard. And they are not going to call timeout here. I think they might be content with going to the tunnel.
I guess if you're Tulsa, Alamo City has proven they can score in less than a minute. You don't give them the ball back at all. You just want to run the clock and get a halftime.
Be second down and 9. And they'll go for a throw. Q to throw it up the middle. Oh, and it's broken up. Incomplete. Rie on the breakup there, intended for Bandit.
I don't think they'll even get another play off before the half. Probably have to. The clock stopped. Sorry.
Third down and 9 now with less than 30 seconds to go. Manning going to go in motion over to the right side. Q to throw. Only 4 on the rush. Quick pass, and it will be completed to Gabriel Manning, and that'll be a timeout taken from Tulsa. They might go for the forward progress. They might try for the kick. They might see if they can get that field goal to take the lead into the half.
That would be nice. It'd be nice on their part. They can go in leading into halftime.
Absolutely. So far, Q 8 for 16 for 119 yards. He's going to have to up those percentages if he wants to get him down the field. Q to roll to his left on first down. Has time, throws it out, and it will be completed. Down, that's to number 15, DJ Hume. It's going to be the second timeout called by Tulsa.
We need about 20 yards to be in field goal range.
Yeah, probably another 20, probably 25 or so. They can get into field goal range and get themselves into the lead. Handoff up. No, it'll be a fake for Q, and he's in trouble and brought down. It's a loss of 6, and they're going to have to go no huddle. Quickly going with 10 seconds to go. Q going to spike the ball. Now 3rd and 16, 6 seconds to go. They got time for maybe one play.
I mean, he still had a timeout there. I'm not so sure about that call.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about that either, but I think they might be trying to go for a deep ball. Maybe see if they can get one, maybe squeeze one more play out of it before they get into the half.
Look for Manning here.
From the long snap. Q to throw, has a man going for the deep ball. He's going to go for it all, and it's intercepted by Albert Begin. And that'll be where we end the first half of play on the interception. Unfortunately, that is going to do it for me. I do have to step out, but I'm going to put this game into the hands of the ever-present Commissioner Extraordinaire, Mr. Cameron Irvine. Cameron, take it away, my friend.
Well, I saw a very, very uncomfortable Ace Finnick out there. I mean, ACA is not running the offense they want to run. Tulsa's making them very uncomfortable. The running back's not having a great day. I mean, it's just basically been all Tulsa defense to me.
Alamo City leads Tulsa 14-13 at the break. Ethan Muslin did have to step aside, and so I'll be taking you through the rest of your ball game. Hope everyone is having a great football Saturday out there. Canton leads Florida 10-9 late in that first half. Yayo Montana is your player of the first half. Those 70 yards on those 2 receptions. As I was saying, Rochelle Colston, Dwayne Schindler, Mel Davis, and yours truly, Cameron Irvine here with you for this ball game. Going to do the best I can. It is very difficult to produce 2 games and call one at the same time, but you know you got to adjust here in the SFL. Alamo City is going to start with the ball to start the second half. Ace Fennick, 8 for 14, 165, 2 touchdowns and a pick in that first half. Brad Jones just 39 yards on 9 carries, as you were saying, Rochelle. Alamo City just not getting their game going, and credit to Tulsa, they were on the field 20 more plays than Alamo City in that first half, 46-26, and Artillery never really felt like they got in a rhythm.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, both of their scoring drives were about a minute apiece. That's not ACA football.
Couple long bombs. At least Alamo City has the lead, all things considered, as Fennick will start the half with a dump off to Ziggy Roenick, who now has more receptions than any other Artillery player here today. 3 for just shy of 70 yards. Brings up second down.
And he's not usually one of the bigger targets. Usually it's Yayo Montana. Like I said, Ace is very uncomfortable with just dumping the ball off here and there. Being forced to, actually.
So second down and 6, they give him 4 on that Roenick run. Couple of shifts here on the line. That is Hank Earl Troll in motion for Alamo City. They'll hand it off that way, but Brad Jones is stuffed. That's David Ware with his 4th tackle of the game. He has been terrific along with the rest of this linebacking core who's done almost all the tackling in this first half or in this game so far for Tulsa.
Yeah, Brown's struggling to get any yards at all tonight, hardly on that line. Tulsa's playing very aggressive.
Third and 5. Another chance for Tulsa's defense to get off the field. Alamo City just 1 for 4 on 3rd down so far. Fennick, deep, got it. First down to the 37-yard line. That pass caught by Kendra Wells, her first and the 5th different player with a catch today for the Artillery.
That time, Fennick had a little bit of time. Kendra ran a great route, had herself open in the middle of the field, in between defenders.
So look at Rain Storm in the backfield along with Jones. Still averaging 4 yards a carry, but it always feels like just kind of a matter of time with Brad Jones.
Oh, definitely.
Fennick against a blitz. They'll dump it off to Jones. Perfect play call. Jones has 1 man to beat and does beautifully. Oh, man, Cameron Shaw spun out of his shoes as Jones gets one of his largest gains of the day.
Yeah, great spin boom by Jones, making the defender look silly out there, actually, on the sideline, and just keeps moving forward.
Ten of 16, 175 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Your updated numbers for Fennick, now inside the Tulsa 50. That pass is hauled in by Garrison Blue. That's his 2nd catch. So Ace Fennick, even though Brad Jones hasn't necessarily been able to get it going, Ace Fennick has here in the 3rd quarter.
But Kim, I think ACH used to run a very, very balanced offense where they're getting the rushing yards, they're getting the receiving yards, and usually they're pretty much even in the game. They have to get Brad Jones going here.
Ace Fennick over 200 yards now as Alamo City down 13-7 the majority of that 2nd quarter. Takes the lead just before the half. Now they're trying to get a 2-for-1. Tulsa's defense on its heels. Fennick will hand it off to Jones, and Jones only gets 1. It's Philadelphia Collins again, and that brilliant interception in the first half that set Tulsa up for 7.
And give credit to Tulsa. I mean, their D-line, their linebackers are doing a great job of containing Jones up the middle.
Fennec on Tulsa's 32. Back to throw again on 2nd and long. Deep corner route. Wide open. It's Hronik again who makes a man miss and scores. Ziggy Hronik having himself a day. Beautiful move right before he turned the corner, and Alamo City's extended their lead to 7.
I mean, how can you leave a wide receiver that open down the field out? Second time tonight for that, actually. I mean, incredible. Number 41 playing off, number 25 playing off, and no chance.
Yeah, you know, Marco Swift, I mean, doing his job there as the last line of defense, setting himself up for the tackle, but you got to make it, Rochelle, and he did not. As Hronik now over 100 yards, 4 receptions, couple of scores, and there you go. Alamo City back-to-back scores after trailing 13-7 and now lead 21-13 in the third quarter.
I'm just glad they took longer than a minute to score this time, Cam. I was getting kind of concerned. They just had these explosive drives for like less than 1 minute, then the clock time of possession definitely in Tulsa's favor going into the second half.
And how about that? They listened to you. 3 minutes, 6-second drive.
I know.
To start things off.
Oh. For a minute there, I thought Manning was hurt.
Manning pops back up. Not having his best game. 72 yards, 4 receptions, but on 9 targets. Has not reached the end zone. Had that key drop early in the first half that stalled the drive.
And Q's overthrown him a couple of times tonight, too.
First and 10 on the 26. Douglas Brown, who's had his own fair share of struggles throughout this game, only picks up 1.
Great job by the defense there. The first half, he was kind of having his way, Cam, averaging like 5 yards a carry, but it's like Alamo City might have found an answer for that.
Q to throw to start the drive. That's going to be PI. A
passive.
couple early. That'll bring up a first down. Florida has scored a touchdown. They lead Canton early in the third quarter, 16-10. They finally get in the end zone. Here's another look at the PI.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely PI, Cam.
You know, sometimes it's hard to tell in full game speed. You know, it's a bang-bang play, but essentially, if you're going to hit a dude in the back as he's trying to make a catch, yeah, they're going to get you.
I don't think he even saw the ball. He was looking right at the defender's back. He made no play for the ball whatsoever.
6:20 to go in the third. 21-13. They'll toss it to Brown. Brown will break a tackle. Brown got Rie chasing him. Lorraine Rie ushers him out of bounds, but not before Brown gets past midfield. He has gotten a heavy workload with Tulsa winning that time of possession battle. He's over 100. Or, well, close to 100.
And I thought they had him there, dead to rights, but he just broke that tackle and just kept moving forward. And eventually just, moved the chains down the field.
.602 to go third quarter, 21-13. Alamo City leading Tulsa. Tulsa trying to get him back. Play fake to the fullback, and JQ tried to hit Manning, and once again Manning unable to make the catch. That was Ron Hoff in coverage, who's got 1 pass deflection, but I got to give that one to Manning again, Rochelle. He's got to come away with that.
I think his back was to the ball. I don't think he even saw it, Cam.
Yeah, that's a good point. The timing of the route maybe just a little bit off. Nice play call on the play fake to Bizarre, but now it's third down. And Q rolling to his left will fire back across the field, and DJ Hume hauls this one in, his second catch and his longest reception of the day. That is another Tulsa first down.
Wow, great route. I mean, then JQ was right on the money this time. Decent coverage on the play, too. It was just the receiver was in front.
Five and a half left in the third quarter after that long completion for JQ. He's now 10 of 21 as Douglas Brown getting a... Oh, they mark him just short. That's a bad spot. One of Brown's best runs of the night in the interior. Let's get another look at it.
He was just carrying defenders with him, Cam. I think he was carrying 2 defenders for about 3 or 4 yards there for a little while there.
He looks to be at about the 13-yard line. Yeah, they marked him just shy of the 14. No challenge. Doug does get to 100. It is second down, so they got 2 downs to get a yard. Maybe don't want to waste a challenge there as Brown not going to get there. Stopped in the backfield despite being pushed ahead by Bogey Barr, his 5th tackle, but now it's 3rd and short. Not enough of this toss nonsense, Michelle. Just run it up the gut.
No kidding. Maybe a quarterback sneak here?
That would be clever. Tulsa trying not to settle for another field goal. They've settled for 2 already today. They'll hand it off to Brown. Brown reverses. What a run from Brown! Reverse field and then said, oh my gosh, it's wide open up the middle, and he moves the chains. That was crazy. What vision by Doug to just hit it up the gut on a run that was planned for the outside.
It's like, what is happening back there? Where's he going?
A little razzle-dazzle from Douglas Brown. Put that man in the circus. 4 minutes to go in the third. Tulsa's drive continues on Brown's second thought. Douglas Brown again cuts it back right. Another smart decision, but still only able to get 1 as Alamo City cuts that down. Mickey McGuire on the stop. Both defenses today, Rochelle, have been pretty good.
Yeah, especially on the run game. I mean, kind of crazy.
JQ, end zone, touchdown, Gabriel Manning. I don't know how Q squeezed that in there, but Tulsa responds to back-to-back touchdowns from Alamo City, and they make it just a 2-point game.
I was like, wow, what a dangerous throw. All I saw was defenders. Somehow Manning came up with that ball. Don't ask me how. But I mean, just a dart from JQ. This is becoming a better game than I thought it was going to be, Cam. It's pretty close.
Yeah, and look at this. Tulsa chasing points early. Not sure how I feel about this. Of course, everything's hindsight with a play like this. Trying to tie the game up at 21. JQ going to pass. It is incomplete. And now Tulsa chasing for real. Ron Hoff with another deflection. Here's another look at it. Just got a fingertip.
Yeah, the defenders were he was well covered there, but Manning was alone by himself into the end zone there, but a little bit underthrown.
5.5 to go in the third in Florida, and Canton down 16-10. Went for it on 4th down in Florida territory and failed to convert. So the Storm have taken over as the 2 unbeatens starting to flex their muscles just a little bit, but Tulsa not going away, down just 2. Back to Brad Jones, Rochelle, 39 yards on 11 carries. Tulsa's done a magnificent job on him.
That was one of the keys to the game for Tulsa, to contain him, put pressure on Fennec, which they have all night. Fennec's not comfortable at all back there in his pocket.
Fennec going to drop the pass, and boy, they were bringing 7 or 8 guys. Garrison Blue actually put down just short. Initially looked like the right spot as the knee went down. Nice open field tackle.
Yeah, definitely. I thought he definitely had the first down there, Cam, but, I don't know anything.
Oh, well, on that angle, yeah, I look like a fool. Marco Swift, his whole entire body looked over the line of scrimmage, but same situation as the last drive. They just need inches. Split backs in the backfield. Tulsa's got 9 in the box. They hand it off to Jones. Jones is going to pick up the first down, but they do contain him once more. Move the chains for Alamo City.
That was definitely Tulsa's game plan tonight. Stack that box, contain Brad Jones, and they're doing it. Somehow he managed to find a little bit of hole there and convert the first down.
Their secondary, as a result, has given up a few big plays, obviously. A 55-yarder to Montana, 41-yarder to Ziggy. It's a give-and-take game. Go ahead, Rochelle.
They're also forcing Finnick to throw the ball before he really wants to, too.
Yeah. Yep, applying that pressure just like right there. That pass is incomplete. Finnick now 14 of 21. More applied pressure from Tulsa.
Great play by the free safety, number 49, Travis Arthur there.
Alamo City and Tulsa looking good. Great uniform matchup today. Fennick going to throw again. Fennick with both the fullback and the running back staying in to protect. No pressure that time. And Fennick's got a first down. Montana's third catch of the day. That's the fourth different player on the team with at least 3 grabs. First down artillery.
Like I said, Montana came in with, as his favorite target. He finds his favorite target open, wide open in the middle of the field.
Alamo City flipping the script a bit. They were down 46-26 in total plays. They're starting to get that time of possession back. This is just their second drive of the third quarter, and they scored on their first one. They're now in Tulsa territory on the second. Fennick dropping to throw. Fennick, all kinds of time. It breaks down. He's sacked. Dropped by Travis Arthur. Finally, Tulsa actually gets a sack on the board, their first of the day.
Oh, wow. I mean, he did have all day. The pocket just eventually broke down. That's a coverage sack there, Cam.
Look at Travis Arthur working. He wanted that one. The free safety, and credit you send Arthur on a safety blitz, and the secondary able to hold on the back end. That's pretty impressive.
Very impressive indeed. Usually, your secondary is in a bind when you rush your safeties.
Oh, they show blitz. Now they back off. Fennick looking for an open receiver. Oh, and a dangerous flag. PIs everywhere in this game, particularly that's the fourth. And that is going to reset things for Alamo City. That is Travis Arthur, who's been pretty aggressive on this drive. Tough break.
Yeah, and you really can't give Alamo City anything.
Yeah, totally impeded Montana's ability to get to that football. Just Arthur got there a little bit too early, and that sucks a lot of momentum out of this building.
You have to ask, was that ball actually catchable? Well, I'm not sure, but it's still pass interference.
Tough angle, 1st and 10, 92 seconds left. Fennick will drop the pass again. Oh, nearly intercepted, taken away. That was where Collins had an interception on a similar route earlier, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and, Tulsa's defense is once again stepping up. Secondary's looking pretty good right now.
Got a couple of good ones to start our SFL Saturday. We had a wild night last night. Portland hung 54 on Vancouver. Got the big road win there. Seattle takes control over the Pacific and much more. Fennick back across the field. The ball is loose. It's popped up in the air, and it is recovered by Tulsa. Now, was that a forward pass? Either way, a crazy bounce for Nate Heslip to recover.
I want to see this replay.
From the 30, it lands at about the 29. I think, you have to challenge. I think that's a forward pass. But it was close.
Oh, there we go. There's a challenge, Cam. It all happened so fast, I wasn't sure what happened.
The ball just happened to hit in a perfect way that would pop the ball straight up in the air and keep it in bounds. Let's take a retroactive look at the play presented by Retroid. Get your SFL console at goretroid.com. We're looking at Ace Fennick. He passed it from the 30. Are we going to get another angle? No, we're not. I think it's a forward pass by about a yard. Let's hear the call.
Interception, okay.
Yeah, so they're gonna overturn that call. Greg Soto wins the challenge. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 10. Keep the ball in Alamo City's hands. That saved him at least 3 points, as long as they don't turn it over here.
Oh, it's scary, Cam.
That was a wild play, too. Fennick goes all the way back across the field, just inaccurate. That's a tough pass to complete. Deuce Fennick, who's without a catch on just 1 target today, goes in motion, a bit quiet. 3rd and 10 for Fennick. Fennick against pressure off his right side. That pass is cut right over the hands. I thought it was going to be tipped away by Nano Matthews, but Deuce Fennick makes a play. What a throw from Ace Fennick.
And just when you said he didn't have any catches on the day, he comes up big here.
Wow. That may have been his best throw of the day, Rochelle. That Nano Matthews was right there.
He definitely was, Cam. It could have gone either way, except the little defender was just a little bit behind him.
One minute to go in the third. Alamo City has scored touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and this has been their longest drive easily of the game. Tulsa looking for a stand. Dumps it off. Brad Jones. Jones fighting to the 4 before he's pushed out of bounds by Heslip.
I thought he was going to break that tackle for sure, Cam, and hit the end zone, but great stop by the defense.
Second and goal, 33 seconds to go in the third. Handoff, Jones, weak side. Jones got another yard. 3rd and goal coming up. Tulsa making him earn it.
Great open field tackle there by number 41, the cornerback Cameron Shaw, Cam, keeping him out of the end zone.
We only had 1 10-play drive in the first half. It was a turnover on downs. Back-to-back plays or drives of over 10 yards. This is play number 12. Dump off Jones. Jones is going to be stopped on a combo tackle short of the goal line. Tulsa will hold to a field goal and keep it a 1-score game.
And Cameron Shaw and Marco Swift coming up big there in the middle of the open field, preventing him to get to the end zone. Forces AC to kick a field goal here. That's a win by Tulsa.
That's the end of the third quarter. ACA 21, Tulsa 19. We'll be right back after this.
Of the Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
So we'll start the fourth quarter with a field goal along with Dwayne Schindler, Mel Davis on stats. Rochelle Colston, I'm Cameron Irvine, filling in for Ethan Muslin. Had an emergency to take care of. That's just life. Matt Fennick, chip shot. That is good. So 24-19 is where we land right now. An odd score, an odd game, but a good one. Now available, free to download. You can play the SFL video game on the go on the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus, an emulator for 4K23 in the palm of your hand. Order your Retroid today at GoRetroid.com. Search SFL and download our mod at simulationfl.net/4K23. Retroid, the official console of the SFL. 5 yards deep in the end zone. Gabriel Manning on the return. Manning the 22. I'm surprised, Rochelle, that Manning is still returning kicks. He's a bigger body, a bit slower. Hasn't necessarily broken one. Maybe not the return man he used to be.
Well, I don't think he's been returning kicks all night, Cam. It's been a different player. I think it's his first return.
Well, welcome me to the game. I could have swore I saw him with some others, but I'm making it up. Making it up as I go along.
I think he switches off with Ian Francis returning kicks. So
yeah, Francis has been getting involved, which is good. He doesn't have a catch in the passing game, but he does. He has had a few returns. Douglas Brown to start the drive, down just 5. They can, if they eat up enough clock off this drive, they could win the game on this possession. We had that Alamo City drive ended 13 plays, 75 yards, and crazy enough, Rochelle, this is just the 4th drive of the second half.
Oh, I know. Compared to the first half where we had, ACA scoring on 1 minute drives, it was kind of insane.
Yeah, 13 drives in that first half. JQ fires it short. That's Hume, who runs into his own lineman as he's being pushed backwards. That'll set up a 3rd down and 6. We mentioned Alamo City being 1 of 4 on 3rd down, 2 for 3 in that quarter. Tulsa's faced 3rd down quite a bit, 5 for 11 thus far.
Almost 50%. That's not, that's not great, but it's not terrible.
3rd and 6, Alamo City out of the dime look. JQ rolling to his left. Q looking for someone to get open. The pass is incomplete off of Manning's hands again into the shadows. Gabriel Manning just having a day to forget.
And, I mean, it's very unusual for Manning to drop that many passes in the game, but he's not having a good day, Cam.
Boy, that felt like Tulsa's moment. They hold him to 3. They get the ball back, 1-score game, have an opportunity, but cannot convert on their 12th 3rd down attempt of the day. Now the ball goes back to Alamo City in pretty good field position. This is Deuce Fennick on the return, and Fennick near midfield. In fact, they're going to mark him just shy of midfield. 1st down, Alamo City. What a flip.
Definitely a great starting position. You have the lead. Your offense is now rolling. See what they can do here, Cam.
7.2 yards a return on the day. Baltimore Motor City yesterday didn't even have a single punt return in the game.
They didn't punt the ball?
Yeah, there's 1 punt in that game combined. That was a wild finish. 31-28, Motor City gets the victory. Baltimore now 3-3. Ace Fennick 1st down at midfield. Brad Jones is not going to be put down in the backfield. He'll manage to get 5 as he tight ropes the sideline.
And they had him dead to rights behind the line of the scrimmage. I don't know what happened there.
There's Fennick's updated numbers. Brad Jones, 21 yards in the passing game, just 26 rather, just 45 yards in the rushing game. 8:15 to play. Alamo City protecting a lead, and David Ware smashes Jones just beyond the line, and here we go, another huge 3rd down for this Tulsa defense.
I guess they usually average 155 rushing yards per game, ACA. Tulsa's contained them very well tonight in the rushing game.
Desperados have been impressive. They've already had their 2 byes this season, so they'll play 8 consecutive games to end the season. So they've had a lot of time to retool and refine things. They have come out ready to play here today. And Ace Fennick is going to be sacked. Oh, what a play up front. That was Tony Roberto on a linebacker blitz, nearly completely uncovered. 2nd sack of the day for Tulsa. They'll force a punt.
Wow, when you need to come up on defense big, it can't get bigger than that, Cam. On 3rd down, you get a sack. Great job by Tulsa defense.
Just a missed block, missed assignment there as Alamo City will have to punt it away. Florida's tacked on a field goal to make it 19-10 in a defensive battle in Fort Lauderdale. This one pretty defensive in its own right, but Tulsa needs Gabriel Manning to step up. He's had a couple of key drops on 3rd downs. There's Ian Francis on the return. Tulsa's got a long way to go, but 7:12 to do it at the 14-yard line. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. Well, Rochelle, you were wanting a good one in pregame. Had a couple of snoozers the past couple of weeks. You got it.
Definitely, Cam. It's exciting.
Q over to Brown. Douglas Brown breaks a tackle in a second. Oh, no. Douglas Brown in the open field and is finally wrapped up by Ron Hoff. An artillery defender ran into his own man, and that freed up Brown for a 1st down and so much more.
That's sad. You get Douglas Brown going, and he's really going tonight here. Great run. 1 tackle, 2 tackles, 3 tackles.
Got
and finally brought down.
Got a key block at the end of that play. Rain Rie actually leads Alamo City in tackles today with 9. Hoff now with 5 of his own. 1st and 10 off of the first catch of the day for Douglas Brown. Handoff on a counter. This is Scott Powell's first carry with Brown tired. A 3-yard gain. Nice change of pace there from Tulsa, who has not given a carry to anybody else today.
You have backups for Cam. You can't do it all by yourself.
Well, I would know something about that. Poor Ethan. Man, it's so great to have so many people that contribute to the broadcast and stats team. If I was alone, in this, yeah, it would be very difficult. Nice open field tackle there from Gunny will force yet another Tulsa 3rd down, under 6 to play.
And the clock is ticking. They need to convert here, Cam. Can't afford to give ACA the ball back without scoring.
3 receivers. Manning's at the bottom of the screen with Ron Hoff about 15 yards off of him. JQ rolling that direction, and Manning cannot make the play. Another tremendous effort from Ron Hoff down the field on Manning. Now just 5 catches on 13 targets, and Tulsa comes up empty again.
I mean, when you need a big play, you go to your big playmaker, and he just couldn't come down with the ball this time, Cam.
Yeah, that time it was more about Alamo City's defense than it was Gabriel Manning having a struggle. That was a heck of a play down the field by Hoff from the 21-yard line. Fennick up to the 28. And that's where Alamo City will start with the football. Tulsa can hold them to 3 and keep it a 1-score game. They just cannot give up a touchdown.
Yeah, if you're ACA here, you have to eat clock. You got a 5-point lead, 6-point lead. Yeah, 5-point lead. He's got to march on the field, hopefully get a field goal. Right now, it's all ball control, I think, for ACA.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line, 5.5 to go. Fennick dumps it off to Jones. Jones going to get out of a tackle. Got a lot of room to run. Jones still on his feet, confusing defenders all the way into Tulsa territory. I think that was Jay Rock, who had no idea what was going on.
He looked a little confused. He's like, oh, there he is, and there he went. But great run by Jones. At least one of his better runs of the day when it's the most important part of the day also. Oh, look at that.
Brad Jones now has more receiving yards than rushing yards in the game. I definitely would have never predicted that. In the Canton, Florida game, Canton just tried to fake a punt, and there was a fumble on the throw. Now they're challenging whether or not the arm was moving forward, but it's not going to matter because it's 4th down. Canton's starting to fall apart there against Florida. Meanwhile, it's thick and juicy on the carry as Tulsa trying to cling to a potential upset.
I think that's his first run of the night, Cam. I don't think we called his name all night either.
Yeah, you're right, and he got a solid 8 yards. 4.5 to go in the 4th.
Dickey in motion there.
Tulsa's defense has to come up with a stop. Handoff. Jones dropped behind the line. That's the 4th tackle for loss on the day for Tulsa. Another 3rd down, pivotal 3rd down coming up. And they're at the 36, Rashawn. I think they're outside of field goal range right now.
Yeah, but 3rd and 4, so they can just pick up at least 2 to get themselves in field goal range.
2 in the backfield. Fennick going to throw. Fennick dumps it off. Incomplete. Great coverage. That was the right read from Fennick. Had Yayo Montana on a linebacker, Philadelphia Collins, but he continues his tremendous play defending passes. Tulsa gets another stop. How many chances are they going to get?
I don't know. And you force that punt here. You mean pinned deep in your own end zone probably, but you did get the stop.
Punt angled to the sideline. It's going to go out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. I feel like, Rochelle, this is the third drive in a row Tulsa started from inside their own 20. They've really lost the field position battle in this second half.
Oh, definitely, and ACA's been having great field position mostly all night.
3:57 to go.
You got plenty of time.
Yeah,
They got 3 timeouts.
Absolutely. Plenty of time. No need to panic if you're Tulsa. Just got to string something together, and that is not stringing something together. Douglas Brown loses a couple in the backfield. That'll put him behind the sticks.
That was a very, very slow developing play there, Cam, and he never stood a chance.
.336 and counting. Manning's at the bottom of the screen. Now he's going to go in motion away from Ron Hoff. That's smart. Although, well, no, Ron Hoff is going to pass him off.
Interesting.
Manning now matched up on McGuire, top of the screen. And a sack!
That doesn't matter.
Exactly. Doesn't matter. Tina Begin, one of the top sackers in the SFL so far this season. 3rd and 16. Tulsa's going backwards.
Yeah, the pressure is finally getting a cue. And he never even saw her coming. Definitely a blindside hit.
This fourth quarter, Rochelle, you love defense. You got to be loving this. I mean, it has just been back and forth. It's a stalemate right now. 3rd and long. Play fake, Q. Q looking for the first down. Good into Gabriel Manning, right at the sticks. The perfect play call.
Manning coming up huge. JQ coming up even bigger. I mean, what a rocket. In heavy coverage.
With Ron Hoff draped all over Manning, Tulsa resets a 3rd down and 16 and moves the chains and keeps the drive alive. What a clutch play from Manning, who already has 1 game-winning touchdown this season. Handoff on a counter. Douglas Brown dropped again in the backfield. Robert Thump, his 3rd tackle for loss today. This defensive line's been great.
Definitely, Cam. And we knew that coming into the game.
2-minute warning in Florida. They're protecting a 19-10 lead. Canton trying to get off the field and give themselves one last chance. 24-19, Alamo City up by 5. They got to get this playoff before the 2-minute warning, and they don't. They sent a guy in motion, and they ran out of time. A lost opportunity there for Tulsa. 2 minutes to go. Alamo City 24, Tulsa 19. What a ball game. You're watching an SFL Saturday presented by APM Music on YouTube.
Bad clock management there by Tulsa.
JQ trying to keep the offense moving. Steps back and flares it. Caught by Manning at about the 40-yard line. Another first down for Tulsa.
Manning's finally figuring out a way to hold on to the ball. And JQ's trusted his #1 receiver.
Manning in the clutch again.
I remember that game when he touched the touchdown that he had. That was amazing. I think they were like 3 seconds after the game.
That was the last time Tulsa played. They were off last week. That was 2 weeks ago. Q rolling, hit as he threw from behind, and the ball was incomplete. At least he got rid of it and didn't take a sack. All 3 timeouts, 93 seconds. They have 58 yards to win the game.
Yeah, but whenever you throw an erratic throw like that, you're lucky that wasn't intercepted by somebody just standing there.
Absolutely. 116 on 7 catches for Manning. Q now 15 of 29. 210, a QBR of 84. Q to throw against a blitz. Q's pass caught. That's Marquis Sango, his 2nd catch. 3rd and 2 coming up. Still no rush for Tulsa. They got time.
Yeah, because the last thing you want to do is give the ball back to Alamo City. They can score in less than a minute, so you're better off playing this way.
JQ dominating the middle, but hasn't gotten much going outside. Douglas Brown on the run, and that is short. Tulsa will take a timeout. to preserve or to settle this fourth down play call?
I mean, they're definitely going for it here, Cam. It's, it's do or die. Either convert or the game's over.
4th and 2 for Tulsa, down 5. This may be their last opportunity. Sanzo Robinson goes in motion. 4 down lineman for Alamo City. Q's going to throw. Q's pass is caught by Robinson down to the 39-yard line. A 4th down conversion for Tulsa keeps the game alive.
That's Sanzo Robinson's first catch of the day, Cam.
Robinson's first catch, the 6th player with a reception on this offense. 45 seconds left. Q's pass is tipped up and incomplete. Still, all 3 timeouts for Tulsa. They're trying to be the last team with the football. They do not want to give it back to Fennec in this explosive passing game.
No, you don't. I mean, Alamo City's done show this twice now. They can score with a minute on the clock, so you don't want to give them the ball back.
43 seconds. Q, 32 passes. Brown, the backfield, 32 runs today. 2nd and 10. 43 seconds left. Q almost sacked, and he had to just basically throw it away. He did not have an angle to see where Brown was and didn't want to take a sack and keep the clock running. Now it's 3rd and 10.
At least there was a receiver in the area, I guess.
Yeah, not the most accurate ball from Q, but got rid of it. 40 seconds left. You got the shadow on the near side of the field, the sun on the far side of the field. Q going into the shadows. That pass is tipped up in the air and incomplete. Now it's 4th and 10 all over again. Deflection from Rukin Jr.
First time we've called his name tonight.
Could they actually convert another 4th down?
10.
They need the 27-yard line.
Look for Manning.
He's at the bottom of the screen, isolated with Hoff. 3 receivers opposite side in the sun side of Lucy Red Stadium. Play fake. Q sacked!
Oh!
Game over unless Tulsa's only got 2 timeouts. I think it's a wrap. Robert Thump makes the play of the day.
And let's look at Robert Thump on today's.
4 tackles, a couple of sacks.
4 TFLs.
Incredible. Florida has defeated Canton 22-10. They hold the Classics to just 249 yards of offense. So Florida, despite a hefty challenge from Canton, they're going to move to 6-0. And despite a hefty challenge from Tulsa, barring some kind of fluke disaster for the artillery, they will survive and move to 6-0 as well.
Wow, Cam. Alamo City just finding away. Last week they won a very, very close game. They're in another very close game today.
In what was essentially a scoreless 4th quarter, Alamo City able to hold on 24-19.
Give Tulsa's defense credit. They kept them in this game all day.
One last kneel down for Alamo City will seal the deal. So coming up for these 2 teams, Alamo City next week. They will take on Mexico City in a divisional game. The Aztecs have to play Fort Worth and Alamo City in back-to-back weeks. Yikes.
That's rough.
For Tulsa, they will take on Sioux Falls next week on Sunday in a game between 2 teams that are desperate for a victory. And that is a wrap on this one. 24-19, Alamo City narrowly escapes. Rochelle, give us your final thoughts as we roll through the final stats.
Well, it's a very, very defensive game for sure. ACA struggled in the first half with their offense. They finally found their offense in the second half. Fourth quarter was basically no one scored. It's just a very good game all around.
348 to 322. It was tough sledding for both of these offenses. Just a pretty incredible game from the defenses, more specifically Robert Thump. I don't know, Rochelle, what do you think? I think he's the player of the game today.
Definitely came up big when it counted. His 4 TFLs, 2 sacks. The last sack coming in a key moment in the game, basically shutting Tulsa down for the day. So yeah, I agree.
Incredible play by Tulsa's defense, holding Brad Jones to just 45 yards, but even more spectacularly, Alamo City still won anyway. That's pretty impressive from the artillery. For Dwayne Schindler, Mel Davis, Rochelle Colston, I'm Cameron Irvine. This has been a presentation of the Simulation Football League. And don't forget, there's more action later today. Another Saturday six-pack of SFL action continues tonight at 6:30 p.m. Eastern in Raleigh, where the 3-2 Carolina Skyhawks host the 2-3 Jacksonville Kings, in addition to Fort Worth, Mexico City, LA and Houston, and Minnesota, Denver. For the complete game schedule, visit our league website at simulationfl.net. That's all from us from Lucy Red Stadium in Tulsa. Good night, everybody.
Good night.